Yeah, it's the role of faith. We talk love, we talk faith. God first, couple.
Welcome to another episode of The Role Effect. My name is Milton and this is Felicia. How y'all doing? We back again.
Absolutely. We are back again. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Role Effect podcast. We greatly appreciate you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. So how you been? How was your day?
It was kind of long, but you know, hey, I'm hanging in there like a trooper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, this is actually Role Effect part 2.
Yeah.
Well, it could consider be take 1 and take 2.
Yeah, part 2 of part 1.
Yeah. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I deleted the first video, you guys.
Okay.
We had to redo this again, but it's okay. So this is take 2.
Take 2.
But you guys, we want to again thank you guys for tuning in to the Role Effect podcast. We greatly appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. It will help us. Give us a thumb up, and just share the video if you will.
Don't be selfish. Share it. You know. And,
Yes.
Because we download a lot of information. That's great information.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, if you have been following us, you know we did a part 1, and I will put that thumbnail up here from our previous video. So you would need to look at that video for this video to make sense, right?
That's right.
And that video was Love, Faith, Marriage. It was about us and how, it was Love, Faith, Charlotte. And I'll put that up here. And if it was about us, how God restored us once we got to Charlotte and we was in this one room, and God just kind of did his thing and brought us back to where we were and where we were meant to be. So we have couples that was going to be participating in this as well, but we can't get those schedules locked in yet. So once we get the schedule locked in with that, we'll continue this series of restoration of marriages, if you will.
Right.
And so right now we're just going to do the part 2, which is a spinoff of that, right?
Part 2.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Yeah. And so basically this is about what we felt in the moment that we saw things going in a different direction than what it was, and what we felt, how we managed to do things after the fact, like how we handled disagreements after that, how we was able to see each other differently, and how we communicated and all those things. Because after God restores, the work is still not completed. You still have to do the work. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So this is part 2 of Love, Faith, Marriage. Charlotte. I keep saying marriage, but Charlotte. So babe, we talked about being in that one room. And so that one room really changed our lives, basically. And it was a journey, but we got there. So my question to you is, once you saw that it was going in a good direction, what was your thought pattern?
Well, with all that we had going on from Atlanta to here, and it started to make a turnaround, I just went and said, and the first thing came to my mind was, hallelujah, hallelujah. Because look, y'all, it takes a lot of work.
Oh my God.
It takes a lot of work to turn mindsets around. You know, it takes work to work. So in that work, she's still laughing.
Because you silly.
In that work, you appreciate that you did the work and you can see things turning around. Mm-hmm. You know, because you move the needle. You're in a whole nother position, and all you want to do is make sure you continue to go in that same direction as opposed to where you were.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I felt like. Very happy, and at that point, very driven to try to stay in that direction.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to have roadblocks and different things to kind of throw you off course. But you got to remember that type of feeling so you can keep on going. And what got you to that position.
Yes, for sure. You definitely have to
always look back.
Yeah. You definitely have to remember what you went through and how you got through it. And we always know that God is first and foremost is the person who brought us through it and who continuously guided us, because we had to have faith and we had to trust the process. And it's important to trust the process, because if you don't trust the process, you just spinning your wheels for nothing, and you're not gonna see the needle move much.
You're not gonna finish the race.
Right. So you have to trust the process and trust that God has your best interest. So for me, I think it was a little more difficult for me to see the bigger picture, because I feel like Milton was already there and I wasn't there quite yet. And so just with me seeing him do the work made my mind and my heart change. And so my posture became like, okay, this is the person that I saw. This is who I saw back then that first attracted me there. And this is the person that I know he is. It was just hidden under some stuff. So
you've been on vacation.
Yeah. And so I was more comfortable than with just sharing my heart. And I think it's important for you guys to understand is that, the Bible says guard your heart. And it's a reason that the Bible says guard your heart, and it's a reason why he put so many different things in the Bible in so many different ways, because he knew that we was going to have all these difficult times if we didn't protect and guide our hearts from a plethora of things. That even relationship, you in this relationship and then this one doesn't work, and you're in this relationship and this one doesn't work, is because we're not doing what it is required of us biblically in the Bible sense, right? And so for me, it was important for me to continue to look towards God in that moment so that I can heal myself, because honestly, if you don't heal yourself, you just as you say, putting a Band-Aid on a situation that is not going to be good, because
it's a temporary fix.
Yeah, because if I didn't change me, not me try to change you, because God had to do that work. I had to change me, right?
And I think, and you got to look at part one.
You definitely have to look at part one.
Because I was praying real hard about the move, where you was already in position of, I'm clear of my assignment and where I need to go.
Yeah.
I was not clear, but you look at part one, you understand that.
Let me interject right quick, though.
Anytime.
Because what I need people to understand in this moment right here is that the men are the head of the household, but don't think that God does not speak to us as women, because biblically in this Bible sense, he always spoke to the men.
Right.
But we have intuitions, and he has things that he download and feed in us sometimes, I feel, so that we can kind of this is the head, but we're the neck. So we have to kind of turn it sometimes to see the bigger picture, because for me, it was a sense of drowning. Mm-hmm. And for him, it's I'm good where I am. Well, I know you are, because right now you're not being very nice, very kind, very loving. And so right now, I'm sure you are good, but right. I'm not. So right. I have to save myself in this, right?
Yeah. And with men, you have to have your own prayer life when you communicate. Yes. because he can bring it to the woman as a part of the communication to get to you to resonate.
Yeah.
So you can give it some thought process and pray about it. And that's what I did because I was confused. I wasn't hearing it.
Yeah.
And so you brought it up initially, and I'm thinking this don't seem right.
Yeah.
So in that, and you'll see it in part 1, you know, I definitely was praying about it, and he answered. And when he answered, it was clear to me that we needed to move to what is it, Canaan? A whole nother place. Milk and honey. Milk and honey.
A whole nother place, the land of milk and honey.
But you could not be thinking about it, then this will come to you, and you're like, do I need to make a move?
Yeah.
So if you're unsure, I would say pray about it, and you get your answer, and then you start to run the course.
Yes. Now, after we got the ball started to turn a little bit, right? And we started having different conversations. The conversation started going in a different direction. I think also to remember, Milton and I we've always been in church. So we was leaving a church that we loved so much, and we was coming here, but we didn't yet have the church home that we was looking for at the time. We was looking, but we wasn't. So we still had our prayer life, and we still knew how to pray because that's always in us. We was born. I think that was just instilled as young children that we need to continuously pray when things
are not going so
things
right.
are not going, and when things are going well,
right?
You just got to have a prayer life and just give thanks. So when did you feel like you saw oh no, I'm sorry, not that. What advice do you give to people to say, okay, we've turned this page and we're on another chapter and we're moving forward, but now we just had another disagreement. How do you move forward with that without bringing up old to the new?
Well, you probably shouldn't bring up old, but you need to figure out, you need to remember, if you done went over one obstacle, how did you get there?
Yeah.
And that was probably through prayer, and it was probably through praying individually, you know, for insight on how to respond to conversation.
Yeah.
And how to make changes in your relationship.
Yeah.
So that's where you got to go. You got to look at different options, because one thing, we all got to work separately on ourselves.
Yes.
To be the best you. Then things can start working a whole lot better if you individually work on yourself.
Yeah. For sure.
And you move up in having great conversation and learning how to figure things out.
Yeah.
So I would say just reference whatever you did to get over some obstacles, use that same formula.
Yeah.
And it's going to start with prayer. That's number one.
Number one. So for me, I think I am that person, is like back, when I was like young, I would bring up stuff because I don't need to let you remember what you did back then. I need you to remember that right now in this moment, because you're just doing a repeat of that. So I used to be like that. But I had to learn that I shouldn't make people pay for past mistakes, whether it's in this relationship, my family relationships, in different things. I need to learn how to let go. And for me, that was hard. That was very hard to let go of something, especially when you get hurt by somebody. When you get hurt, it's hard to let go of that hurt, because it's not that you don't want to, it's that protective state that you get in. Like, I need to guard this because what I felt the first time didn't feel really good. And so I don't want to repeat that, or I don't want to revisit that again. So what do I do? So I have to stay in the moment to know that God has pulled us through this moment. So this is meant. This is meant. So just because I have an argument doesn't mean that it's over. Doesn't mean that we can't fix it and work it out. It means that I need to open my mind and my heart so that, okay, what blame? I always try to look at myself. I always tell Milton, like, if we have a disagreement, walk away from me. Because if you walk away, I have a moment to think about what I did in that moment. And then I can correct it. And I can come back and say, hey, listen, I apologize for my part. Because my mom used to always say, it's take two. It takes two people. You can't argue by yourself. So it takes two people to do that. So if I am arguing with you, I have a fault in this. And what is it that what did I do? So instead of me looking at what he did in that argument, I looked at my part in the argument and said, okay, Felicia. And one day God just was talking to me. And I think I mentioned this before. He was like, okay, but what did you do though? And I was like sitting there thinking, and I started kind of talking and being like, I could have said this better and I could have did this, because we're not here. I'm not here to look at the faults of Milton, because I'm not the judge. I'm not going to have that seat. God already has that seat. So what I have to do is look at me, because I'm the only one that can fix me. Milton can't fix me and I can't fix him. So if I look at me and start to fix how I speak, what I say, the tone that I say it in, all the things, then I can start kind of changing the dynamics of the argument, where like now it's really far and few between that we have arguments, which is great. But when we do have those disagreements, it's like sometimes we're like, you know what, it's gonna go right. You might want to come out the cul-de-sac. You might want to change it around. Like, let's, hey.
Get out that neighborhood. Get out that neighborhood.
You might want to change that. You don't
belong here.
You might want to, hey.
Yeah.
We don't want to go there, so let's change that. But all I'm saying is that when you do have that disagreement after the healing and not after the restoration, which you will have the disagreement because you're not going to always agree on everything. So when you have that, instead of looking at the other person, look at yourself and see what you can fix within yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And I used to have the issue with I didn't allow time. I want to fix it right now. And that was my problem. So I had to learn, like, okay, she needs some space. She don't have the capacity to fix it right now.
No.
So you got to learn each other's part and what to do to help each other too. Mm-hmm. So I shouldn't have rushed the process, but the way my mind works, let's fix it right now because I don't want to deal with this. So I had to learn after many times of, you know what? Okay, I'm gone. We'll figure it out later. You just breathe and I'm going to breathe. And then we'll come back together and you're more calm and you can kind of work things out. There's no need to rush that, especially when you're going to be with somebody till they, 109.
For your lips to God ears.
But yeah, just learn to work on yourself. And I'm sure everybody has something they can work on.
Yes, for sure.
And get used to some arguments so you can fix it. And then down the line, it gets easier and easier. You don't have to revisit it once you fix it.
It gets really easier, but it also gets to where you when you get mature enough to be in a relationship, I feel like as long as it's easier for me to say, that wasn't very nice what you said, so I'm gonna need you to correct that. Instead of me taking offense to it. Because Milton is a person that is very vocal and can be harsh with words. And I don't think he means it in the way that it comes out. And so I'm learning that he doesn't mean it the way that it comes out.
Me?
Yes, you. He doesn't mean it the way that it comes out. So I'm always like cringing when he's talking to people. And I'm like, babe, you said that a little bit. It was a little rough there. You might want to fix that. And so for me, I just started asking God to change me, like change the way I think. Align my thoughts with yours, align my mind with yours, align my words with yours, align my heart with yours, so I can speak what you have me to speak, so I can see what you have me to see, so I can feel what you have me to feel, so that I can change from the inside out. And now sometimes you guys, I'm so peaceful. It scares me. I'm like, nothing. I'm like so cool now. Like, I mean, like, yeah. It's not a problem. We just take care of it.
I think you've been through training day.
I've been through training day, and I just love where I am in that peace of mind that I'm in, because it allows me to not. It's that moment in a disagreement, whether it's in a relationship, and we're in relationship. We're talking about that, but that's any relationship. That's allow that moment. It's like the first second is like you're so aggravated, but if you allow a moment of peace for a second, everything that you was thinking in that first thought, that second thought is changing. But normally people just continue to react on the first thought, and it escalates to something bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's why we have so much violence in our world, because people are acted on that first thought, because they can't be the one that look bad, or I gotta show that I'm the bigger or the badder person, or I got to have the last word in this argument or disagreement. But if you allow yourself that moment, just that second thought, it really brings you down. And then you have an opportunity to think about what it is that you did and what it is that you can correct the next time, I feel.
And that's a growth pattern also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a maturity level when you get to that point where you can be in an argument and then you can change it around. You can change the atmosphere.
Yeah.
When you get to that point, now you done been through training day, and you know how to respond to a lot of situations that would have went left real fast.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be tried. Yeah. People going to do things. They going to cut you off, all kind of stuff. So you got to understand, hey, they might be having a bad day. I'm just going to take this route and thank God I get home. You didn't hit me in a car wreck. And pray for you and keep it moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So in this restoration of series, we just want to talk about to people who are struggling, and that's not only in marriage. That can be daddy daughter, daddy son, mama daughter, friendship, cousins, co-workers, whatever situation that you're struggling in, that you can't find a way to break through it. I beg you to please give it over to God, because He will help soften the hearts of other people when you don't even. I remember, and I'll make this my last comment, but I remember Milton and I had a disagreement, and I was upstairs and he was downstairs, and I was praying like, okay, God was trying to tell me to go to my husband and have conversation with my husband and just say, I'm squashing this whole thing as let's just squash it. And I was being so resistant to that because I wasn't ready. I want to keep it a little longer.
Hold on to it.
And he was like, let it go. You got to let it go. And I was like, And so when I was getting ready to go downstairs, I was still on, I'm about to go out this door and I'm not about to apologize. And my inside was like, no, you're not. My spirit was like, no, you're not. So I walked into his kind of like man cave office at that time, and I said something, and he looked so shocked.
I remember that.
He looked shocked, and he was like, I said, hey, and he could not speak, you guys. It was crazy. And I'm looking at him like, don't he hear me? Like, okay, don't have me coming in here now. And you're not,
coherent.
trying to hear what I'm trying to say now. You don't brought me in here. Right. You better handle your business because I'm right here.
I had to explain that later though.
Yeah. And so he didn't say much in that moment. But, I just said, I just want to squash this situation. Let's just make up and let's have a good day. And we'll revisit this later. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. Okay, I'm out the door. I get to work. I have not looked at my cell phone. So he already had sent me a message.
Like before you came down.
Before I came downstairs, but I didn't see the message. And not only that, he had asked God, he was just finishing up his prayer of God, let her just soften her heart.
Right.
So that we can have conversation. So when I came in, he was thinking, oh my God, he did this real fast.
Right. I'm talking within a minute, she came through the door and I just finished. I'm like, that's why I was speechless. And I ain't never speechless.
Never.
I couldn't even add words to it because
nothing.
It was a weird kind of out of body experience.
He couldn't say anything. And I'm sitting there like, are you mute or something? Like, what are you doing? Like, can you not talk? And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm talking to you. But he couldn't say that. He was just sitting there like he couldn't say anything. It was crazy.
Maybe he muted me so I wouldn't mess it up.
Maybe.
You know, and I
don't know.
was just so surprised and stung. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
You need to,
Yeah. It was incredible. So what I'm saying in that, whatever and whoever, what type of relationship it is, seek first the kingdom of God. Seek him first before you go to outside influences. Seek him, because a lot of people are going to give you a lot of wrong information. And so you need to go to the one who holds the key to helping you to not only see that person, but to see you and to see what you can do better. Remember, it's about fixing you, not fixing the other person. Because if I fix me, that's a given that's going to change. Because if I speak differently towards him, he can't do nothing but reciprocate and acknowledge that, right?
Yeah, and it's good if you have a fiance, girlfriend, husband, whatever. Those are the things you got to look at. You know, this is somebody that you with, that you supposed to respect and love. So you always want to continue to work on yourself so they can get the better you.
Yes.
You know, then that's going to be through prayer. It's going to be through work too, just to try to, complement each other in whatever they need. Because if one person is doing it, that's not a relationship.
No.
It's just one person's doing it.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
That would be my thought. You both try together to get to a certain level where, like that example that you gave was a real thing. So that tells me, well, God is definitely on our side right here.
Yes, absolutely.
This is just...
He's so amazing, you guys. And I'm going to leave you with that. That's enough. He is so amazing.
So amazing.
You need to really try him and trust in him. And if you don't learn anything from the Roll Effect podcast or anything that we do, I just beg you guys to get a relationship with God and just have a conversation and let it just change your life, because it would change your life. And we need more people loving God more than they loving themselves, because when you love yourselves more than you love God, you do the unthinkable, and our world becomes so toxic and so bad. But when we all can just try to make heaven a little more crowded, that is the ultimate gift.
And you may be the one that can help several people, if you have a relationship, because people need people, but people need God too.
Absolutely.
So let your light shine so that you're equipped for whenever those situations come.
Yes.
And you'll know what to say, you'll know what to do. You just never know when a person is in need and they come directly to you.
Yes.
And you already done started to get yourself together and give them direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys, that is going to conclude our part 2 of Love, Faith, and Charlotte. I'm not sure who's going to be on a part 3. But when we get the schedules worked out, we'll definitely have that. So in between time, we'll definitely still bring you a video. We love you. We hope that you looked at our Girl Talk Tuesday, which come on Tuesdays, and I'll pop a thumbnail on that. That was about being a superwoman
Ooh.
or trying to be one
Yeah.
and removing the cape of that, And
That was good.
yeah, and we hope that you saw our Just Us, Milton and Felicia on Sunday. I'll put a thumbnail on that as well if you want to go check that out. It was a pretty mini video, a little fun video of us trying the world famous funnel cakes. So that was really good as well. But we love you. We thank you. Don't forget to what, babe?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and
Comment and share. Make sure you hit the notification bell.
ding.
So that you will be notified anytime we upload a video. And we will see you on Sunday with Just Us, Milton and Felicia. Bye, you guys.
Peace.
Yeah, it's the role effect. We talk love, we talk faith. God first, couple goals, ain't no room for the hate. We keep it real, keep it true. That's the only way. Roll with us, pray with us each and every day. On the roll effect.